What's up, guys? This is Crypto James talking to you today about Decentral Games. Now, hugely undervalued. Because they're growing, and they're growing really, really well. I found some data on it showing an enormous amount of growth in terms of month-on-month visitors to the site, month-on-month users. They're looking really strong, and right now, I genuinely look at them and go massively undervalued given the current user base that they've got and the surge that I'm seeing in terms of overall interest in the space. So I'm going to cover this on what I think this can hit in terms of price. Before I get into it though, if you are new to the channel, guys, these are the first 26 coins I spoke about on this channel. Also the first ones I owned when I made the channel. Had you put in just $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them, and you never sold them, you rode them down into a bear cycle, into a recession. If you sold them today, you should still be in profit 13k. From a $2,600 investment, you'd be in profit 13k. So 5x, not bad. And that's doing everything wrong. But if you'd sold these coins in 2021 like I did, $100 into each would have netted you a profit of 123 grand. Huge difference between doing the right and the wrong thing. Now, as I said, I sold all these off in 2021. They're not what I own. If you want to see the coins that I own right now, you can do. Just go to copymycrypto.com. On the site, I share my portfolio, release videos on a daily basis covering the markets, where we've been pinpoint accurate for months now on this. We have tutorials set up for the members because a lot of them have never invested in anything. So these are step-by-step tutorials that help guide people the way through on their crypto journey. And then on top of that, guys, we have a massive history of success on the channel. We have, and not just the channel, the site, obviously. No one in 2020, no crypto YouTuber anywhere that I can see was talking about Phantom being a big, big gainer. I did a Udemy course called The Best Crypto Investment of 2020, and it was about Phantom and how it would 100x or more. It did 677 times gain from when I did the Udemy course. So if you'd have put in $2 grand to it and sold at the top, you could have netted 1.3 million. So big, big profits. Now, I will find another Phantom. But when I do, I'm not going to do a Udemy course or anything like last time. I'm going to go onto my site. I'm going to tell the members about the coin, the gains I think it can have, the percentage of my money I'm putting in. And they can copy along if they want. If that interests you, you want to take the work out of it, all this deep diving into cryptos on a daily basis like I do, then go read the site and remember that everything that you read, you can verify yourself on the YouTube channel's history. And maybe I'll see you there, guys. Right, Decentral Games. Currently priced at 2.6 cents. It is the governance token that's used for Decentral Games Treasury, which accrues value from the ICE poker ecosystem. So staked DG allocates votes on the DG Treasury allocation and economic policy to grow and strengthen their ecosystem. ICE is the free play to earn token and in-game currency utilized by the DG ecosystem. So that's to incentivize metaverse poker player liquidity. So in order to participate, players will need to obtain at least one exclusive ICE NFT wearable, either through purchase or delegation. And when holding a one-of-a-kind ICE NFT, players will be allocated a set amount of chips which are used to play ICE poker. And this site is growing month on month. I mean, it's been like, there was a 60% growth from month on month for the last 3 months. It's been unbelievable. They're getting more and more visitors. They're getting more and more users. And look, online poker is a massive thing. I was playing online poker when I was 14. And most of my mates were. I still play online poker. I like online poker. I like the maths of it. And the online poker space has grown from when I was 14, 15, it is now enormous. It's so much bigger. I mean, the net money that fuels digital poker and online poker now is got to be in the billions. It's enormous. and Ice Poker is their sort of their flagship product, which people are using, and they really legitimately are using month on month. It's growing. They're getting more unique visitors every month, and you can play in the 3D metaverse. So you can play in the, with this nice blend of you and the metaverse avatar that you use. They've got free to play poker, which is in challenge mode, where you receive free chips to play each day. They've also got tournament mode, where you can do the sit and go tournaments and compete for larger prizes. And you can buy and own a wearable or borrow someone's for free, so that you can play Ice Poker consistently. And you can find a lender, or you can shop now. What I like about this is, again, month on month they are growing. Now, and they're backed heavily, by the way, by a lot of bigger brands from Decentral, who they're partnered with. They're backed by Binance, AU21 Capital, Spartan, and again, partnered with Polygon, Biconomy. Digital currency groups are not great to see there, given their history, but these are big backers, these are big partners, and this is one that I really think they could do with really showing the stats and the data, because the data that I've found on this screams underpriced. The comparative of cryptos, roughly the same market cap, where you compare the user base online, is staggering. These are outdoing their sort of market cap competition enormously. A site like this with a market cap like they've got, you might see less than 5,000 people going on the site on a daily or like on a monthly basis. They are crushing that. It's nowhere close to that. They're in the hundreds of thousands region, which for me is a really strong sign that we're starting to see Decentral Games benefiting from from the online poker community, and I think that will grow because they're going to have more games. They've already got multiple proposals in. They vote on the proposals all the time, and these are for whether they're for new games or whatever. They have their marketplace up and running, which is where you can obviously try and get your tournament wearables so that you can play the tournaments, or so that you can play on Ice Poker. This is, for me, a really, really, really interesting project. And one thing I have said for a couple of years consistently now is one area that is really unexposed in crypto is gambling. It really is hugely unexposed in crypto. There's a few sites, they're not heavily used, really. And look, the thing with crypto is, and the thing with gambling is, there's a nice overlap there. In fact, there's quite a significant overlap, because you're investing in crypto to make gains. You gamble to try and win. And I'm surprised that we've not really seen one particular crypto project really, really go hard into gambling and have any success. There's not really been success, is my point. Like, there's projects like Augur, which have their sort of prediction market, but again, they're blocked in so many big countries. And if a project like Decentral Games, that's got so many goddamn visitors to their site, so many users, if they can get permission to run in all key countries, they can have huge success here, because online poker is still a massive phenomenon that continues. I guarantee you, if you're watching this, you know someone that plays online poker. And the nice overlap with the metaverse world has got a nice niche about it. This is one that I think can do some damage in the next bull cycle. Right now, 2.5 cents. I do think 30 cents is quite achievable. When we look at Decentral Games and their previous, excuse me, and their previous run, of course, can't find any data. Data. That's all I want. Data. I'll try and refresh. But I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So I do think this can run up to about 30 cents, given the previous data that they have and the previous highs that were hit. So when they were in the previous bull cycle, they ran up to a price point of, they launched at 56 cents. There was a lot of volume around between 35 and 40 cents before the sort of full effects of the bear cycle of 2022 were experienced. But the fact that their user base is growing, the fact that their unique visitors to the site are growing, the fact that their consistent visitors to the site are more regular, this is going to have some success. I genuinely can see this being a 30 cents coin, because that would only really put it at a market cap of like 180 million, which is not that high. And right now, their user base is big, far bigger than Axie Infinity was when Axie Infinity was knocking around sort of a market cap of $200 million. So if they can market effectively, if they can get permission to run in multiple countries, I see this being quite a nice gainer. And the upside is it's quite a fun project as well. It's all about, playing online poker. I personally like that a lot. But yeah, but one thing I'd like to see is that they start growing the gaming opportunities within their ecosystem. The other thing I'd like to see is that they start publishing data. Share your data. How are your user base growing? Look at that. Your user base is growing. Boom, 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 boom. Show. Because people will get excited about it when you can see growth. Even just looking at the stats on what I saw on the user base on their site, I'm excited by this because they have grown month on month for the last 4 months really damn well in a time where the market was pretty flat on its arse. So this is a really interesting one for me in that regard. But what do you guys think? Do you think it can grow? Do you think there's room for a nice metaverse poker-based project? Would that intrigue you, or would that draw you in as an investor? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. You won't get all this content everywhere else, so hit the subscribe button so you don't miss them. And maybe my voice will come back if you hit the subscribe button. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own, go to copymycrypto.com. On the site, I share my portfolio. The members get real-time updates anytime I buy or sell any crypto. We release videos every day talking about the markets. We have tutorials set up for beginners. We've got thousands of members, and a lot of them have never invested before. So these tutorials are step-by-step, guide you through the crypto journey. We have a history of success on both the site and this channel. We've picked big winners across both platforms, not least of which was Phantom, where that went up 677 times from when I called it the best investment of 2020. When I find the next Phantom, I'm not going to do a course like I did last time, but what I am going to do is go onto my site and do what I do with every other coin, which is tell the members what gains I think it can have, tell them the name of the coin, and tell them what percentage of my money I'm putting in. And if they want to copy me and make the same gains, they can do. If that interests you and you want to do that and stop doing the deep dives every day, go read the site. And remember, everything that you read there, you can verify yourself on the YouTube channel's history. And maybe I'll see you there, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.